The thing that builds a successful relationship, right? It's basic things, but to be honest, the main thing starts from within yourself. If that's what a true battle is, if you don't really have true trust in yourself, there's no way that any relationship you are in will be successful, especially if you with someone that's basically um, going through the same issues as you. Is bound to fail. And deep inside, I don't know everybody in the whole world, but I would say some people in the world want a beautiful and amazing relationship, but it all comes from within. You have to have a relationship within yourself first before you can have a relationship outside yourself. And majority of people believe, you know, that they've either healed or conquered some part of themselves or dealt with themselves because they spent time alone or time away from relationships or dating, but that's not the case. The real truth, the, the real healing, like the real healing, comes from actually healing with someone else. It's the same as when you're getting treated for a disease, whether it's with the doctors, whether it's you go into a retreat. They don't leave you there by yourself. They give you something to aid you, some form of medicine, anything, because you need an aid to go through it. See, if you was to try to go through with it by yourself and you haven't had that true experience yet, most likely you'll probably just die. Or in other words, just fail or be defeated. But they give you something to help you go through with it. So whether it's a herb, whether it's a pill, some type of treatment, but it's something there. So that same thing applies when you're in a relationship, is that the true healing comes from healing with someone else, going through it with someone else, because being with someone else is the issue. So that has to be the way out. If your issue is you're feeling that always being with someone else because you don't trust yourself enough to be with someone else, or you always feel like someone else could be with someone else other than you, that issue is truly deep rooted. And the only way for you to get through is to actually truly and fully trust someone, to fully give your heart, no matter what's at stake. But just not to just anyone, someone you feel truly specially connected with. And you give your heart to them and you actually go through it with them. That's how relationships become successful. That's how the relationships that others look up to, that's how those relationships were built. They had to go through it together. They might have times when they wanted to give up, when they wanted to split apart, where they probably did separate for some time, but their bond kept them together and they went through it. It was the only way for them to ever come together, is to go through it together, not alone. You can't grow separately. There's no such thing as growing separately. You have to grow together. Unity is the only way to a beautiful and successful relationship. So if that's your issue, you have to face it. If your issue is yourself, you face yourself. If your issue is a relationship, you face the relationship. Any issue you have in your life, you have to face it. That means you have to go through with it. So if you want to keep listening to the doubts, those imaginary things that's inside of your body that's telling you, oh, don't do this, oh no, let's see, I told you, all those things, your self is not on your side, or that self is not on your side at all. The only thing that's on your side that will help you soar, that you need to soar, is confidence. If you don't have no confidence, you can't soar. Just period. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in all hearts of hearts, in the chamber of the deepest emotions inside of you, that you deserve this beautiful, amazing experience, because it's not going to happen again. When you meet someone special, when you meet that special connection and bond, it's not going to happen again. You could try to replay it, try to remake it, try to disguise it, try to remold it, try to do everything, but it won't ever be the original being. If you want a successful and beautiful relationship, get out of your way. And I'm talking about all the way. Get all those ideas of what you think a relationship would be. Get all those traditional and conventionals and all those worn out values of what you think a relationship's supposed to be and how you're supposed to be treated and all this weird gender energy stuff. Get rid of all of that, because those would actually be the doom to your relationship. Because your relationship won't even be a relationship. Your relationship would be a statistic ship, and it would be just based off the statistics of everyone else's relationship, and then you'll go through the same situations and problems as everyone else in their relationship. And when they have a conversation about relationship, you'll be able to relate what they're saying about relationship, because you'll be going through the same thing or have gone through the same thing, because you're in a statistic ship and you haven't defined your own unique way of a relationship. So if you want a true successful relationship, you have to believe in yourself and you have to go through it. You can't always want to jump ship. You can't always want to jump boat. You can't always want to quit because something came up, because it got hard, because something inside of you told you was this, because you in this mood. You have to believe, because you're just going to end up all alone, lonely, right? It's lonely, and you're going to lose every connection you ever had. Everything is going to just be wiped away. And then you're going to get to a point where you realize that you've been lied to, not by anyone else, but by yourself. Yourself lied to you this whole entire time, and you missed out on happiness because you believed in yourself, because you thought yourself was all you had, when that self that you depended on is not even truly yourself. It's a manufactured version of everyone you've dealt with that hurt you. That self that you counting on and feeding on, that you think that got you, was actually built off of hurt. It doesn't want to see you with anyone else. It doesn't want to see you happy. It wants you alone. It wants you depressed. So you can't even trust that part of yourself. How could you trust yourself when you have a part of yourself that's doubting you, that's telling you that you ain't good, that's telling you all these weird and strange things to make you fall back, to make you push away, to make you neglect something beautiful? How could you even trust that side of yourself? Because it's not yourself. So if you want a true, beautiful, valuable, securable, invincible, unstoppable relationship, the only way is to just trust. And I know trust might seem hard and it might hurt to trust, but it might be the only way. In fact, it is the only way. Don't give up. Just period. Don't give up on something beautiful because you feel ugly inside. Don't give up on something amazing because you feel not amazing inside. Don't give up because of insecurities. In fact, this should be a beautiful moment for you to explore your insecurities and to feel why you feel like someone else is better or could be better, or why you feel neglected, or why you feel abandoned, or why you feel like you're not prioritized. This is a beautiful moment to explore those insecurities and find out that none of it is true, that you have nothing to worry about, that you have nothing to be jealous about, that you have nothing to be insecure about, that you have nothing to fear, because you are the main thing, the main course. And I mean this in a genuine, pure way. This is not to be egotistical. It's not to be cocky or arrogant or anything like that. This is just sincere and pure, genuine, that you are prioritized. Step up to the plate. Believe in yourself. Trust in yourself. And just know that everything gonna be amazing. This is my message to you. love you, and you will do great in life. You can, you must, you will. Thank you. Just trust.